Here is a look at the state of the game brought to you by State Farm. Ryan Braun, a 463-foot home run. That was in the bottom of the first inning, gave the Brewers a 2-1 lead. And then it was David Freese with a 3-run bomb in the fourth inning. Got it up in the wind and carried it out of here. Lance Bergman added to the Cardinal lead. A 2-out RBI single on the first pitch he saw from Greinke in the fifth. And it's 5-2 St. Louis as Jaime Garcia pitching with a lead back on the mound to start his fifth inning. Top of the order coming up for Milwaukee. Corey Hart will lead off.
Well, Jaime Garcia, this is a very, very important shutdown inning. But this year, 4.88 ERA in shutdown innings. When a team gives them a run, you've got to reward that team by shutting them down.
He's at high ERA after the Cardinals have given him some runs.
Well, the real good pitchers, they'll definitely have that ERA in the 2s somewhere.
You know, I can't help but think last inning, you know, Greinke had to run real hard, almost beat out a play at first, took his time coming out, didn't throw the allotted pitches you have, and wasn't quite as sharp in that inning, and you wonder if that had anything to do to contribute to his lack of sharpness.
Well, I think you would have to. Furcal led off. He got behind him 2-0 and then threw him a fastball down the middle.
Now, normally you're allowed 8 pitches on the mound. He took only 5. And Furcal with a double to start it, and then Bergman with the 2-out hit. There's a big bouncer, and that's going to sneak through the hole. Corey Hart with a base hit. And the Brewers have their first base runner since the 3rd. And it'll be Jerry Hairston Jr. to bat for the Brewers with Hart at first base. Ryan Braun is on deck. And then Fielder to follow. Hairston was on the Yankees World Series championship team in '09. A versatile utility player that year. He has been the third baseman of choice for Ron Roenicke in this postseason. And it's quickly 0-2, and Hairston not happy with that call from Gary Darling. Octavio Dotel in the Cardinals bullpen. Garcia is a ground ball pitcher, gets a ton of double plays, and the Cardinals set up for a double play ball here. Jerry Hairston had a sacrifice fly in Game 5 of the NLDS. Unusual sac fly. It was an F4 that ended up as an RBI for Jerry Hairston. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Brewer third baseman, and Garcia checks on Hart. Tony La Russa had activity in his bullpen in the very first inning. Garcia has settled down, but now La Russa has another arm ready to go just in case. 2-2. Jerry Hairston traded to Milwaukee from the Washington Nationals. Big pickup late for the Brewers prior to the trade deadline. Mostly to play second base for the injured Weeks. And he rips that one down the left field line. That is going to go to the wall. Can Corey Hart score? They will hold him up with the heart of the order coming up. Jerry Hairston with a double. And the Brewers have runners at second and third. Nobody out of the fifth. And here comes Ryan Braun. What a postseason he is having. He's done most of his damage this postseason at home. Nine of his 10 hits have come here at Miller Park in the postseason. Had a 2-run homer in the first. Down the right field line, Braun giving it a look. That ball slicing to the corner. That is a fair ball. Hard will score. Here comes Hairston. He will score on the ground rule double. A 2 RBI double for Ryan Braun, and the Brewers are within a run. Now it's Fielder, and a swing and a drive to right center, and the Brewers have taken the lead. Jaime Garcia is out of the game. 4 consecutive hits to start the 5th inning. And big blows from Ryan Braun, who doubled in 2 runs, and Prince Fielder on the very next pitch. A 2-run home run. And how about 10 of the 11 RBIs driven in this game for both teams on the first pitch?
Well, that's when the game gets too fast for the pitcher. Not enough time taking your time around the mound, resetting your mind. He got caught up in the moment. Boom, boom, boom. Before you know it, you're out of the game. And Milwaukee has taken the lead and taken advantage of it.
6-5 Brewers, bottom of the 5th. Still nobody out. Here is Octavio Dotel to face Ricky Weeks, a new Cardinal pitcher. Garcia goes 4+ and 6 runs on the board as Dotel will come on a little earlier than Tony La Russa had hoped.
Well, I was surprised that he was not brought in to face Vaughn, but the veteran might not have gotten loose in time. His 4th postseason with his 4th different team.
Dotel knocks it down, recovers, and a low throw gets by Pujols. Weeks on his way to second. A throwing error by Octavio Dotel, and the beat goes on for Milwaukee in the 5th. A 2-base error that allows Ricky Weeks to second base in scoring position for Uni Betancourt. Now Betancourt trying to advance Weeks to third base. Oh, a swing and a miss.
The corners are in for the Cardinals. They were playing for a bunt there on that first pitch to Betancourt. Very free swinger. But in Ron Renick, he might have given him a strike and maybe might change what he's going to do here as far as sacrificing the runner over.
2 problems that Renick has with his shortstop at the plate. He doesn't hit the ball to the right side very well, and he doesn't bunt all that well either. So he swings away and he fouls it back, and it's 0-2. The Brewers, an interesting combination as a ball club this year. They led the National League in home runs with 185, but they were number 2 in the league in sacrifice bunts. The combination of power and small ball from their new manager, Ron Renick. 0-2 the count on Betancourt. And Dotel wants to start over with the signals. Ball and 2 strikes. 2 explosive offenses. Cardinals had the best hitting team in the National League this year. A .273 team batting average. The Brewers were 3rd. Cardinal hitting coach Mark McGwire. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Brewers shortstop. Well, the way this game is going, you know both managers trying to keep the hammer down offensively, especially for Renick here. You've already put 4 on the board. And even though this crowd is up and satisfied, It doesn't feel like one run's going to be enough to win this game at this point in a 6-5 lead, the way it's gone so far anyway. Renicky with his bench coach Jerry Naron, a former major league manager.
It's so interesting when you get to this time of the year, when you have to face the top of their lineup and your team just scores, you know it's a big inning. So you have to go out there and grind and get the first hitter out. And when you don't, it can snowball, especially with this Milwaukee Brewers at home. They're one of the most quick and potent offenses, and they can put up a cricket number as they have here.
4 runs in, still nobody out with a runner at second. In a pop-up foul territory, Pujols a long way to go, and that'll bounce into the dugout. And the at-bat continues for Betancourt. Gorgeous day here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as we begin this National League Championship Series. Miller Park, Milwaukee. Brian Anderson with John Smoltz, Ron Darling, Craig Sager. And a live wire crowd on their feet once again as the Brewers have just put 4 on the board, threatening for more in the 5th. Chasing the starter, Jaime Garcia. In the air, left center. That ball is well hit. Holiday looks up, and it's gone! Betancourt with a 2-run home run. 8-5 Milwaukee. The ball is flying here today. Gomez, a big swing and a miss. Betancourt is having some kind of postseason. That is already his 6th hit of the postseason. 1 for 3 today. His first postseason home run. He drives in a pair with a 2-run shot and a 3-run Milwaukee lead. It's been a 6-run inning for Milwaukee as Gomez pops it up. Pujols wants it, and there is the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning.
Could be, but I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm starting them, let them throw 1 pitch, take my chances, get them out, say they started the game.
Oh, there you go.
Jonathan Lucroy at the plate for Milwaukee. Now Greinke is in the on-deck circle. His spot is due to hit next. We saw a shot a moment ago of the Brewers bullpen. There is activity. Cameron Lowe is down there. And we'll see if the Betancourt home run changes Renicky's plan as Lucroy goes down the left field line. That is going to get down for a base hit. Jonathan Lucroy with a double. Lucroy with a double, and now Zach Greinke will be allowed to hit here. So Renicky's going to stick with his starting pitcher. The 9th batter of the inning.
Well, John, it's interesting to see that since the early warning from the home plate umpire, and I think it was justly warranted, the hitters are so comfortable up there, even the free swinging pitcher at the plate.
The 5 extra base hits in this inning ties an LCS record. As Greinke lifts one in the air to Berkman. And there is out number 2. Lucroy will hold his ground. It was Hart who started it with a seeing eye single between the hole of 3rd and short.
If Tony had his wishes, he'd love to get through this inning without having to go to reliever and a double switch potentially, because the pitcher will be coming up for the Cardinals next inning.
Pitcher spot due up 3rd for La Russa in the top of the 6th inning. Don't tell, even in the count with Corey Hart. High in the air, center field. Back is John Jay. And this one will stay in the ballpark. The inning is over, but what an inning it was for the Milwaukee Brewers. A 6th spot in the 5th inning. Braun drives in a pair. On the very next pitch, Fielder puts him ahead. And then Betancourt adds to it with a 2-run poke. 8-5 Crew.